Hello everybody, Ed0626 here, bringing you for the first time ever some World of Warships gameplay. And to be honest with you guys, I wanted to bring this to you when the private beta was out, but because I record everything to my PS4, and I made a commentary on it, and I tried to upload it through my PS4, for some strange fucking reason, it wasn't uploading. It wouldn't even let me upload it, and then I realized, oh shit, it was a private beta. There's no point in me trying to upload this, so I'll just wait until the game comes out. For those of you who don't know, the game came out last Tuesday, April 16th, and it's not bad. I'm not gonna lie. I like this game a lot. I think there's a lot of things I like about it, and there's a lot of things I wish were fixed. But I'll talk about it all in this gameplay today. But before I begin that, I just want to premise that, it's not. I've known about this game for like a couple of years now, and I've seen like PC streamers stream it once or twice, and I'm like, I was always that guy that was kind of admiring it from afar, like, wow, this game looks really cool. I wish I could play it. I don't have a PC good enough to play it, so I was always kind of jealous of people that would play it, and I would watch these streamers who would, play it, and I was like, huh, this looks pretty cool. So without further ado, let me talk about the game itself. The first thing I want to shed light on is how fair the matchmaking is. Now, through my own experience and also some research, World of Warships. Let me actually premise this. The biggest problem with games like World of Tanks, even though it's a completely different game, is its matchmaking. And I've complained about it a couple times on my channel. How the matchmaking is unfair. There's premium tanks built in with standard tanks that you get in the tech trees. You're fighting tanks that are 2 tiers ahead of you that you can't penetrate. Giggity. Get your mind. I gotta get my mind out of the gutter. Either way, I'm just saying that the matchmaking's not fair. You're fighting a heavy tank that's 2 tiers above you, and say you're a light tank or a medium tank. There's no way you can even kill that thing. And half the time, you're getting one-shotted or two-shotted by those upper tanks. It's a pain in the ass, and it's completely unfair and unfun for the player. So, World of Tanks, or I guess Wargaming, fixed this with World of Warships on console by only having one tier up with matchmaking. So if you're a tier 2, odds are you'll be facing tier 3s. But that's okay because unlike World of Tanks where there's ricochets and that don't do any damage, every shell you put in a tank does some sort of damage in some way, shape, or form. So, like for instance, I'm using the armor-piercing shell, which to me isn't as reliable as high explosive, but it's something. If it's going to hit, it's going to cause damage. There's no bouncing off, at least that I know of. There's no bouncing off armor and whatnot, which is one of my other biggest problems with World of Tanks. So now that we got matchmaking out of the way, I also want to say that the tanks are all really, really fucking good. Not the tanks, the ships are really, really nice looking. Obviously on console it's going to have a little bit lesser quality, I think, compared to PC, because PC, it's originally a PC game, but it still looks really solid, and I applaud Wargaming's effort. Another thing about matchmaking I like is no matter how you stack up, like no matter what team you're facing, there's always an equal number of the same ship that I've noticed. So in World of Tanks, it's different because World of Tanks could have several heavy tanks, a bunch of medium tanks, and maybe 1 or 2 light tanks or a couple of destroyers or artillery. On the other hand, each team in World of Warships has an equal number of battleships, cruisers, and destroyers, which is the only 3 class you can have. I like that. It's fair to the player who's playing the game. I really wish this is something that World of Tanks would implement, and I know this sounds like a World of Tanks rant, and it's not supposed to, but that's just my opinion. So a couple things I want fixed. I think the UI is incredibly broken. I'm not a fan of the user interface menus at all in this game. I think they're broken. Like a couple days ago, I'm playing this game, and you get 3 free days of premium or something like that. And for whatever reason, it still says I have 3 days of premium. Like that's like it's like, oh, I do when I really don't. But and then every time I come back from a match, all of a sudden my ships have the 1.5 times XP things off the first win. And I know I already won a game with those tanks, so I don't understand why I'm getting that message. So I think that's something More Gaming's got to fix on their end, or whoever is developing this game. But that's just something I wish they would change. It's annoying. It's not so much that it's like game breaking, but to me as a person, it's just extremely annoying. And then finally, the one thing I can't stand in this game is the accuracy of the shells. I feel like when I'm aiming somewhere, like obviously you've seen some really horrible examples of aiming that I've put in this game, but I feel like sometimes there's like you're shooting things like directly at the target, and all of a sudden the goddamn shells like go in the veer off in some completely separate fucking direction. I can't stand that. I really can't stand that. But I wish there was some way for the shells to be a little bit more accurate, but I guess that's just how it is when you're playing a game with ships as opposed to one-gun tanks or whatever. So that's just my experience. And all in all, I've been binge playing, I guess you can call this game. I've been playing this game nonstop pretty much since it released, and I've been enjoying it a whole lot. It's finally a game I've been wanting. It's like I said, it's been a game I've been wanting to play for a couple of years now. Probably 2 or 3, and I'm glad that it finally came to console. It's been long awaited. It's nice to have some different content on the channel. I'm an avid fan of naval. I'm a very avid fan of naval warfare. Like I used to watch a show called Battle 360 on years ago on History Channel when they used to have history shows, and that show made me fall in love with naval warfare. So this is nice. I really enjoy this a lot. Anyway, thank you guys for checking out this video today. If you enjoyed what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let me know what you think down in the comment section below about the game. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next one.